Boxing Jazz today, we have some news. Errol Spence has activated his rematch clause with Terrance Bud Crawford. The fight, I guess, is scheduled for December 9th, 2023. First, I would like for you to subscribe to this channel. Hit that like button, hit that notification button, but also comment on this video. Errol Spence has did something I didn't think he would do. I thought he would take a fight before going back at Terrance Crawford to get his confidence back up, but he's going right back into the rematch. He has activated his rematch clause, and in the rematch clause, the scheduled fight is for December 9th, 2023. Errol Spence must still be extremely confident. He feels as though he can negate the mistakes that he made in his earlier fight, and plus he feels as though he'll be fighting at 154, where he'll be much stronger, a fighter who can use all his strength and abilities, because he was at 147 much too long as a welterweight. But now Crawford said he will meet him at 154, and I believe he will, and we'll see what happens. I believe that Errol Spence will have to make some drastic changes in the ring against Terrance Crawford, because Crawford is extremely confident. He already beat this man. He probably knows, I know his strength, I know his speed, I know his ability, I know his heart, and Terrance Crawford is going to go in there and take advantage of all that he learned from this first fight. So let's see what Derrick James can do. Let's see if he can put a strategy together for Errol Spence, because the fight was just much too easy for Bud Crawford. He used all his skills. It was really a mismatch. That's how bad the fight was. And there's a lot of people in the media who don't want to see the rematch. You know, there's a lot of people out there who believe it's going to be a second massacre. But let's see if Errol Spence is great. Great fighters can make a change. Great fighters can come back and win a fight. He has the heart. He believes in himself. He believes in his ability. And we'll see what happens. You know, you haven't heard much from Errol Spence. You don't need to hear nothing. The only thing you need to hear is that he's back training, doing something different, eating different, getting his weight under control, being strong, being much faster, being resolute, which he was in the fight until he got knocked out. But I'm telling you right now, I just don't believe that this man could come back and beat Bud Crawford. I just don't see it. You know, I know Errol Spence has a lot of fans. You know, he's from the Dallas, Texas, DeSoto, Texas. There's a lot of people out there who love this man. He's a good dude, respectable young man. Yes, he has failed, you know, on some issues. You know, being away from boxing, he let the game get to him. But I tell you what, this Terrance Bud Crawford is an all-time great. Errol Spence is a great fighter, but he's not an all-time great. And that's the difference. Here's a man saying he's willing to step up to 168 and fight Canelo Alvarez. And I think Canelo said he's willing to fight him if he comes up. So we'll see with Bud Crawford. Bud Crawford is a man's man. And we'll see what happens. This is when you put that trainer and you get him back in there and he divides a plan and y'all say this is what we gonna do and this is what we need to do to get those 7 rounds in that fight. Unless Errol Spence can come back and knock him out at 154, which I doubt. So this fight right here that's coming up is a rematch. A rematch from a damn near massacre in the first fight, a rematch from a massacre that people thought that this man should retire. That's how bad he got his ass whooped. I don't want to see him get his ass whooped 2 times in a row like this. But the man has heart. I don't know if it's a buying public who's going to spend money to see this second fight after seeing the demolition in the first fight. So we'll see what happens. But it doesn't look good for Errol Spence Jr. And let's see how great his trainer is. We're going to see how great Derrick James is on September 30th when Canelo fights Jermell Charlo Jr. Then we're going to see him again when he has to show up for this fight against Bud Crawford again. I hope it's not a second demolition.